Yo, 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 giggity, yo, what is up? Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's go. Your boy is back. I've been ghost, but it's okay. Um, yeah, we up. Hold up. Yeah. We on, we live. All right, yeah. Hey, let's get it. Hey, let's go. Hey, Tua got paid. Chase, what's good with you? What's up with everybody in the building, man? Y'all do me a favor. Punch the like button on your way in. We are here. We are about to get this thing cracking. Y'all already know how we get down. Come over to YouTube, holla at me. We about to have a good one. I got my guy TD Finsup coming through to talk some camp. Hey, he's got boots on the ground. Hey, so we about to get it cracking, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Y'all already know how we do it. Crank this thing. Let's hey, bro, that boy got paid. What? Get paid, young man. Get paid. Get paid, young man. Get paid. And he come out with the show me the money. Show me this money. Hey, man, y'all done woke Tua up, man. I'm telling you. I told y'all about that boy Tua Leroy. I'm telling you, silent assassin. Y'all thought I was playing. Y'all thought Tua Leroy was a joke. The dude is no joke. He's serious. He's legit.
All right, Leroy. Who's the one and only master?
I am.
Ah!
I am.
Oh! Ah, damn. Let me go, motherfucker. Let me go.
Y'all better stop playing with Tua. I told y'all that boy, the boy is getting confidence. He seems a little different now. And I don't know if that's what the league wants. I think a confident Tua, a Tua that's like locked in. I think a Tua that's locked in is gonna be a problem. A Tua that can get off platform and is not scared to make plays. You ain't gotta worry about playing to preserve your health. Just go out there and play ball. Bro, I think that's a problem for teams. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man. Telling you. Shout out to the homie Marino's GOAT who was in here first. Hey, shout out to Marino's GOAT. We always got to shout out the first person in the chat. We got to get him some love. Shout out to the homie Marino's GOAT. First, always rocking with the boy. Yes, sir. Hey, God of the Lion says he's the first that's not a bot. Hey, but Reno's GOAT is not a bot. He the real deal.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hey, my dog is the real deal, man. Hey, huge shout out to the members game. We got 30 in the building. Please do your boy a favor. I haven't been live in like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. It's been a long time. So do me a favor, real quick. Tap the screen, hit the like button, and let everybody know that I'm live. I got TD finsup coming through, special guest tonight. We're gonna talk about some training camp stuff. He's gonna tell me what he's seeing, I gotta press Tua. I mean, I gotta press TD a little bit, because I like to, get his synopsis on things. And me and TD have been at camp at the same time, and I know me and TD kind of see things from, kind of a different viewpoint, in a sense. He may see something, and I may see something a little bit different, but it is what it is. And I want to see where he is and, his thoughts on what camp is so far. Maybe what are some of the issues, some of the things that may concern us as Miami Dolphin fans. And I think that's going to help us as well, just kind of get a glimpse into what's going on. And there's a lot of video out there. There's a lot of content. Did you guys see Tua ranked 36 in the top 100? Pretty crazy. Ahead of Herbert, ahead of Aaron Rodgers, ahead of I think Matthew Stafford. Maybe I don't know if he's ahead of Goff, but he's ahead of a lot of the guys that were in front of him on that ESPN top 10 list. On the ESPN top 10 list, Tua was ranked, I think, 14th. I went ahead and did the ranking myself, and I think I had Tua at 5 or 6, somewhere in that range, right? And I think my list kind of coincides with the top 100, right? The top 100 list. I think it's going to kind of coincide with what they have there, because I had Rodgers kind of way down on my list because we just haven't seen him in a long time. So it's interesting to see that Tua ranked, 36 in the top 100, right? Because I think that's a big deal. If you're in the top 100 players in the NFL, which is a very, I think that's a small sample size of guys. For you to be ranked in the top 50 and the top 100, I think that's a big deal. And I think you're on the right trajectory as a football player, especially since you really just finished your 4th year in the NFL and you're going into your 5th year. Just imagine what Tua will look like in year 7 and 8 if he just continues to work on his craft, get better, and just see more, right? Because I think as you play the game, it slows down for you, especially at the quarterback position. There's not a lot of running, it's a matter of processing, getting the ball out, seeing defense, reading defenses, things like that. So I think that's important, right? But shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me get in the chat. Shout out the chat. Shout out the chat. What's good, chat? What's good, chat? Ronnie says, hey, everyone. What's good, Ronnie? Chase Mosca, what's up, guys? Hey, the homie DGE, be sure to check out DGE. That's my guy. He's actually been at training camp too. I'm probably going to get you on to DGE in the next couple of days so we can talk. I'll be down there this weekend, and we're definitely going to link and just kind of chop it up and talk about, what we're seeing from the Dolphins. So appreciate you, homie. Shout out to the member. Shout out to Pittsburgh Dolphins 72, who's been a member a long time. One of the captains of the squads. Appreciate you coming through, homie. We got to go up for the homie, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you, homie. Give me 1 second. All right. So, yeah, Pittsburgh Dolphin in the building. Steve, I see you. What's popping with you, Steve? Yeah, hey, Mr. Finisher, we on that Skrilla, man. We on that Skrilla. Mr. Success, what's good? Hey, TD, what's good? How's the rage engagement going on this beautiful Sunday? What's popping, man? Hey, we got the homie in the back right now. Let's go ahead and get him on. Hey, what is popping with you? Sock in the building. Took some time tonight to just chop it up with the boy. What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. Can you hear me though?
I got you. I got your audio. Yep, I got you.
Okay, I think I'm cutting out on the audio.
Yeah. You sound pretty good right now. You sound pretty good.
All right.
So, TD, you've been at training camp, since the beginning, right? I think they opened it up Sunday, and then they had practice today as well. First 2 days of training camp. If you could sum it up in in a paragraph or so, what's been your thoughts on the first 2 days? And if you want to break it down day by day, you could do it that way too. You muted yourself.
Sorry, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
My bad. Well, you're saying sum it up. Underwhelming.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way I could sum it up.
So, and why would you say underwhelming in the first 2 days?
I go to training camp every year. This is like year 5 for me, 6 for me going to training camp. It's been more exciting every year, even when we struggle. I'm not getting much of that excitement, those big plays that we usually get and all of that stuff. Now they're being attempted, but I'm not getting it. But that could be multiple reasons why. So, the offense usually giving us big plays, but hey, maybe the defense is better. I'm looking at Weaver's system. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. One thing that's interesting, I think he likes to break out into that cover 3 sometimes, which wasn't really reported as something that, he did much, but I'm seeing some cover 3 out there, some cover 3 bail, these guys, showing different looks and just bailing out into it. He runs a lot of more zone than, because I'm thinking about Ramsey wanting to be on his island and be man to man and stuff. Yeah. But I'm seeing a lot of zone. But it's a tight zone though. It's the tight smother
like a matchup
I prefer.
Okay, so more in your face, matching up as guys come through zones, things like that. Do you think this defense will be more aggressive than last year's defense, or will they be like a mix between what we had last year and maybe something we do different this year? I just lost your audio. There it is.
Can you hear me?
I got you now. Yep.
Trust me.
Gotcha.
I don't think my mic working, but anyway, I could potentially see a better defense this year,
based off what you're saying at camp so far.
If we could get healthy, I think that's going to be the key. I'm really concerned about this healthy kick, bro. I think it's a huge concern, bigger than a lot of people are talking about. I am really terrified that, and I know a lot of people don't have this concern that I have, but I'm terrified of what if we don't get out the gate like we want to?
Get out to a high spot.
Yeah, what if we don't jump out the gate like we would really like to? And everybody just with this automatic we will. And let me tell you why I say that. You got some guys banged up right now that is low key. They ain't saying much. But
who is that? Who is that?
Like Fuller.
Okay.
Cam Smith.
Cam Smith already got injured today.
And let me stop right there for a second, because yesterday was atrocious by the offense. Fuller and company, they did their job. They did a really good job. And without those guys on the field today, the team did a good job, but the defense, the secondary was getting ate up, but the pass rush was still killing this O-line. The linebackers were still playing well, but we only really got things on the outside or the very back end of the crosser. So if you got a guy starting on the right and he just running across, getting deeper and deeper,
working into the zone area.
Yeah, but he had
20 yards.
But we're only hitting him when he clears all the way out, if we hit him.
getting all the way across the field. Other hash.
Yeah, if you notice some of those highlights on Twitter that people have been showing of like threading the needle between 4 defender passes in the middle.
Yeah, I've seen those.
That's how tight it's been on every play in the middle.
It's been tight windows.
It's been that tight in the middle. Like we're literally, it's a blessing and a curse because it's like we're literally playing the defense we need to play to make Tua better when teams take away the middle. But when they take away the middle, I'm not seeing us make big plays outside of it anyway.
So you mean make big plays outside of the middle, or you're talking about outside?
Yeah, like the offensive plays we dial up going to the middle. We're forcing it in there every time, regardless of the way our defense is. Our defense is clogging it up, you know?
So you think they just are still kind of forcing the ball to the middle, even though, you might have a better option on the outside. I just lost your audio.
Testing. You lost?
Yeah, you back. Yeah, you back now.
I'm not going to say we have a better option on the outside because the play is designed to do that. We're getting a lot of one-on-one deep middle. Like you got that middle coming across, it's sucking the defense in and take away the middle, and then we're taking a shot deep, and the safety's the only thing, the last line of defense. But here's my deal. I love the way our defense is because it feels like it kind of like a load the box, but it can also get to the outside perimeter quick. But I feel like anybody who stretches us out in that 15 to 30 yard down the field range is going to eat all day.
And I could see that. I mean, we got to find a way to use the entire field for sure. We can't box ourselves in and say, hey, we're going to be mainly focused on completing balls over the middle. Like, we got to find a way to use the flats in goal. Do you see the tight ends involved yet in the offense?
Yesterday, I saw him involved. Today, it was hit or miss. I mean, it wasn't the involvement that I would Julian Hill made a pretty bad pass, and he dove to get it. So, there we go. I don't know why my mic just clicked in now.
Did you turn on the light switch? The light just came on in the room.
Oh, no, that's my mom over there. She turned the light.
Oh,
no,
okay.
my audio is in now. I got my mic going and my
I think it was on before too. It's just it'll cut in.
No,
and
it
out.
wasn't. It
wasn't on.
It because my headphones weren't. It's all hooked to the same thing. So I was listening to you coming out of my computer and I could barely hear you.
Okay, I got you.
But it's all tapped in now. We good. We good to go.
But you said you saw Julian Hill make a couple of plays. Do you see Jonnu involved? Is it
Jonnu in practice today?
Oh, okay, he didn't practice today.
See, that's
something I wanted to discuss with you also, because this load management thing, I feel like I feel like it's becoming an issue for the Miami.
Okay.
Right?
Nah, I'm with you.
And honestly, at this point, I understand you don't want to get guys hurt. I understand you want to ease guys in. But I honestly feel like guys need to string together weeks of being at practice and being involved in practice. Now, maybe you have a lighter day than you had the day before, but I feel like you still got to practice. I feel like you still got to get some sort of reps throughout the day. I don't believe in this practice one day, take a day off type deal, because you don't have the ability to do that. Like, I feel like you got to start putting some stress on your body now.
Here's the problem I have with it. I'm sorry, but here's the problem I got. Omar been reporting about Calais Campbell. Have you been looking at his
Nah, so I've seen a little bit of what he's been saying.
Calais Campbell's looking slow, as far as getting off the ball and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing it too. And then Omar reports, I'm told, he's working himself into shape, right? And getting, he'll be fine. But how in the heck is that going to happen if you're low management?
So, I mean,
you're going to sit him back on the couch for that. Yeah, exactly. Like, how are you revving up and getting into when You see, I'm not understanding,
And I
but
think so. I think the Miami Dolphins do some load management, but I do think they have players work outside of like what you see them doing on the field, right? So I feel like the Miami Dolphins say, hey, if you're going to be off today, you got to do something. Maybe it's ride the bike, or maybe it's, and maybe we don't always see that. Maybe it's inside the bubble. Maybe it's work they do, like conditioning. I don't know. But I don't like the fact that we've tried this load management thing for the past couple of years and our players end up hurt at the end of the season. It's just like, bro, we got to do something different. We got to get outside the box and try to put more stress on these guys. And I'm not saying put more stress on your bodies, just get guys into a rhythm of being consistently at practice and doing work.
yeah, well, that ain't what they doing. And here's what's weird about it. Mike McDaniel said I was instructed almost. That's kind of what I got from him, that
He was instructed who?
he was recommended slash instructed to, follow this path as far as like
But see, this is the thing. Football has been around a very long time. The game of football has been around a very long time, right? And we could go look back at previous years and previous coaches, all that stuff. There's a lot of history. I've never seen so many injuries in the sport of football
mhm.
until now. And I don't know if it's because of all this load management, but I feel like guys have really taken a step back when it comes to like practice time and the stress they put on their bodies. Therefore, when it comes game time and you're exerting yourself so much and you're trying to go full speed, it's tough and you end up hurting yourself. So it's like, man, we got to learn from. I don't know if the science is right. I just don't know if it's working out for us. Like,
It it's I don't think, I just don't see the correlation, bro. I don't see the correlation between how this gonna help you stay healthy late in the season. You get hurt, you get hurt. I mean, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. But hey, here we are. I just feel like, man, you got the Jags, you got Buffalo, you got the Seahawks,
you got to get
and
into a rhythm early.
yeah, you got to start out doing ready.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this first joint practices with Atlanta, because right now, man, sometimes you get caught up in the casualness, or you're so comfortable in usual, you know the team's tendencies. So your own team, you really
Yeah.
can't learn
Yeah.
much from the practice.
Yeah.
But
And that's what happens. Go ahead.
but that joint practice next week, that'll be very important, because Atlanta does come for joints, right?
I think they do come down for
Tuesday and
joints.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Tuesday and Wednesday next week, and joint practices are good because guys do get tired of banging on each other. They are, when you practice against a guy every day, you start
Yeah,
to learn exactly what he does, and it's the same moves, and it gets monotonous. So it's gonna be
exactly.
cool to have other people in the building, working. Just keeping guys healthy and making sure guys' bodies are ready for that type of stress is gonna be my thing. It's like you can't load manage guys going into joint practices. Like, bro, you need to be practicing so you could get ready for that. Because them
Mhm,
dudes ain't coming in. Them dudes trying to earn jobs. Like
exactly.
they not. I mean, you got dudes on
Well,
there.
yeah, but that's making it easier for them to not have to earn a job. So Calais Campbell, you could doubt he's gonna get cut if you're gonna be load managing him. Anybody that you're load managing, you're not cutting.
But I'm saying like the other team,
I
Atlanta.
mean,
Them
yeah,
dudes on that roster are trying to make the roster. So they giving it they all. Like they
but I
got to.
I do like that aspect of it though, because you're gonna be going
Yeah.
up against a team with a whole bunch of people trying to make the roster. Plus, I just thought about it. We're gonna see Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins in Miami. I didn't even think about that. That's gonna be a pretty dope experience.
We know you love Penix.
Uh, Bro, I don't love Penix. I was just, at the time, if you have an option that could be cheaper, that's pretty similar, I just feel like you gotta, bring it in. But I think it's just gonna be cool to see them. I want to see
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins, what he does against his defense, because I feel like Kirk Cousins
he's a seasoned. Yeah,
he's a certified quarterback that'll
yeah,
tell you if you're ready or not.
yeah. He's
Okay.
seasoned. He's seasoned.
I
He's
think
seasoned.
that'll be a good test. And then I don't know much about Atlanta's defense. So
I
I don't
don't either,
know.
but they got some talent. I know they got some guys who can
Yeah.
play.
So I don't know what to expect in that regard. So we'll see how Tua goes up against them. But I just feel like Weaver's defense is going to be the key this year. If we can make I'm going to tell you something, CB. I think the Miami Dolphins regress offensively this year, not like an atrocious regression.
Wow.
No, not like.
And you say not bad, right? It's not.
Not a terrible regression, but like you know how we're on like the last 2 years, the first 12 games have been unbelievable.
They've been good, yeah. We've
I
had
mean, we've had a lot of good games.
Yeah, we've had some games where we.
There's some sprinkles in there. There's some sprinkles of bad in there, but we're still playing like the first 12 games has still been at a level overall that's pretty dope. 8-3.
Yeah. And honestly, the offense has kind of been rolling like the first half of the season.
That's what I'm saying. So you see us when we're great, but then you see us when we're bad, right? There hasn't been any real middle.
Well, I don't know about that because I feel like the back half of the season to me is like our middle. Right?
No, it better not be.
To me, no, I feel like that's our middle because I feel like we've lost players at that point. So we've lost guys. Since we've lost guys, it's like, damn, we just aren't the same unit.
I'm still a firm believer that the guys we lost didn't impact this team as much as people think.
I'm a firm believer that it's not because Connor Williams to me was one of the biggest losses last year.
When did we lose Connor Williams?
Early. I think week 4, Buffalo.
Yeah, we've still put on some shows without him.
We did, but you can, and sometimes you can do that. You can,
but that's what I'm saying.
But when you go against the dog teams, right?
Yeah, but it was no difference the year before when we didn't lose Connor, and we went to being atrocious. We keep on attributing our downfalls to all these external elements. Last year, it was our downfall was Tua got hurt. But then he played during that time this year, and it was like, well, maybe it wasn't because he got hurt. And now it's like, no, because Connor and other guys got hurt. No.
We lost Connor. We lost Wynn. We lost Armstead was in and out of the lineup. It was just
that the O-line wasn't the reason. We got the ball out the fastest as anybody in the NFL. We didn't lose these guys when we played Buffalo the first time. We didn't lose most of these guys versus the Eagles.
We lost guys here and there. Like we lost a guy. We would lose a guy in the Buffalo game. We would lose a guy in the Eagles game.
It happens. Every team.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So I guess what I'm saying is I know what our peak has been looking like, right? And
do you think that's the best? Do you think that's our best that we could be?
Exceeded.
You keep saying that, dog. So we exceeded our best.
People haven't been used to this offense, and now they're getting used to the offense. They're starting to get it. That still don't mean we ain't gonna beat them bad, but they're starting to get used to the offense.
Yeah.
So let me say this. All I'm trying to say here is I know our peak when we're just all cylinders, right? We can't miss. And I know when we're struggling, regardless of injuries, it's pretty bad. I feel like we're gonna have about here's what I'm trying to get across. Our great games, we've showed like 10 of them, 11 of them last year, and then you punch in 6, bad ones, right?
Yeah.
This year, I feel like there's going to be 8 middles, and you got to get it the rough way. You might lose a close one, you might win a close one, but it's going to be 8 middles
but
where you're playing.
And
well, here's the thing: the 8 middles, you're probably gonna punch in about 5 greats. So that's 13 and 4 terribles.
Yeah.
The thing is, what are we gonna do in those 8 middles? That's gonna define our season.
And I think that's where the defense comes into play.
I agree, and that's why I'm relying on Weaver to make up for the difference, and that's why I say our offense is going to take a slight step back, but it's not going to be a bad thing. They're still going to be productive. It's just that we're going to need the defense in those tough, gritty games to do what they do, because you can't trade in those moments. And I love the approach of the defense right now because it smothers the first 12 yards. I feel like the defense is built to just really be all over the first 12 yards, like Baltimore does. You know, they all up in there, they all everywhere. Right. You toss it outside, they pursue. You know, you stretch it. This defense is built to cover the stretch, cover the short, cover the intermediate, and make you think about taking that chance in the middle. But I feel like so many different angles of the 22-yarder, the 30-yarder and a 40-yarder is going to be islandish.
So, and I get what you're saying. Now, I'm fine with us being in that middle range for 8 games. But in that middle range for 8 games, I want to see us run the ball, tough wins. Exactly. That's what I want to see. I want to see us really get physical, line it up, get a 4-minute offense going to end the game, and just grind down teams in this Miami Heat. Like, that's what I want to see. Mm-hmm. Like, if we can do that, I feel like we go into the playoffs a better football team, better prepared football team for playoff football. And I think that should be the plan. I think we need to rely on the run game. And I think, keeping Tua below 30 passes should be the goal every game. Keeping him below 30 attempts and keeping our run game on the field and keeping it going.
Here's another thing that I feel like our offense is going to struggle with. Aaron Brewer.
Man, stop, man.
What?
Y'all said did he have one bad day of snaps?
Yeah. That's here's the thing, though. When you look at the issues they were having with snaps, I know guys with his tendency. What happens is he's not gonna mess up a snap all the time. Okay, that's not gonna happen.
Don't do it sporadic.
No, it's gonna be when you get tired. When guys ain't thinking about the fundamentals, and that's what makes the difference between great players and non-great players. So you can't knock them for it because you are what you are. But it's guys like him that's gonna come back in a down by 2. A minute 12 left. You're on the opponent's 40-yard. You're on the opponent's 40-yard line, and you need 1 first down to get in a great field goal range. We want to go score, but we want to get in field goal range. He's the type of guy, that's going to have one of those bobble fumbles, snaps. And let me tell you something about these snaps.
It's a shotgun, right? Shotgun or under center? That's a good question.
Under center. All of them happened under center except one, and that was low to Skyler. He had to go down and pick it up and hand it off. But all of them were when Tua was under center. And that's
fixable. I think that's more fixable than
it's not the point of being fixable. It's no, you can't fix something that's rare.
Bro, first of all, he's just getting into a rhythm with Tua. This is his first time.
Okay.
Like, come on, man. Get him
all I'm telling you is this. I can see it now, and I'm gonna hit. You know me, bro. I'm gonna hit you up as soon as it happens. As soon as when we blow that game, when we start at our 20, Tua hits Tyreek for a 30-yard cross, so we at the 50. They're gonna pass it off the Mostert, 10-yard run. And Tua gonna get under center because, hey, we running this ball. We gonna get this. We gonna run this ball. And I'm gonna tell you, this is what scares me about these snaps. It's one thing when we're snapping too high or whatever in the shotgun. But the problem with these snaps, all 4 of them today did something that was scary. It wasn't a fumble that the guy has to go down and get it and try to whatever. Every single one of the bobble snaps was snapped, and it went through a kickball game. For real. However, however it was snapped, causes the quarterback to kick it and the lineman to kick it, and Tua and Skyler like it's that kind where the defense loves those kind. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, but TD, I want you to understand this too. Like Brewer is a new player in the building. Center quarterback exchange is a key element of football. Like that's something they stay after practice. They will be staying after practice and working on.
Well, we about 20 minutes working on it.
Exactly, and we had said the same thing with Connor Williams too, because Connor Williams had his difficulties early when it came to snaps. So we do got to get out some time. Now, I think Brewer is more of a position blocker than Connor Williams was. So Brewer is a guy who is really trying to run off the ball and beat the guy to a spot. So I think that's some of the issues with the snap. When he's playing center, he's not necessarily looking to mow a guy down. He's looking to beat him to the outside shoulder, get him cut off, position block him, make sure he's walling off guys. So I can understand him in that situation. He's trying to fire out. He's going one way. Tua's going the other way. Spot snap. You got to kind of get used to that, get into a rhythm of doing it. And that's something they got to figure out. And they'll figure it out within the next couple of weeks. They got to.
Well, they better.
Especially with pads on, because it changes everything, right? It changes your body position. When you put on shoulder pads and you put on all of the leg pad, the thigh pads, the knee pads, it changes the way your body sits.
Well, they had 2 bobble snaps like that the day before.
Yeah, and that's something they're gonna have to work on.
And 4 today. It adds up, bro. I'm just saying that's what you gotta look out for.
Yeah.
But man, I'm gonna be honest. Go ahead.
So you said something about like, what did you see from Tua yesterday? And I was watching your stream and you said something about Tua doing something that you really haven't seen a lot of.
Yeah, I know a lot of people say he goes through his progressions and his reads, and I study this guy like a hawk, and everybody does, right? But the consistency and amount, the frequency in which he does is rare, in my opinion, right?
Right.
Yesterday it was some real key plays where like it wasn't it was definitive. He's trying to work through. Like I saw one, because I now read plays. Like I'm looking at, because I don't know our playbook, but I know what to look for in our system of what's first and what's happening. And the first thing you can look for all the time is, your impact player, Tyreek Waddle, which one is going across the middle and which one is going deep. So a lot of times when the play snaps, the first thing I'm looking at is who's that first crosser. And I'm looking at it going across. And I'm like, okay, Tyreek going across. And Tua's looking at him, as always.
Yeah, okay.
And we usually stare that down. But now I'm seeing, like, in certain plays, Hike looking over, the crosser, not there, shifting to the deep route. If it's there or whatever, he taking it. Or shifting to the deep route, it's not there. Check down. I saw, like, 4 plays yesterday of that. Because you don't need to in every play. The first read is there quite often, or stuff like that. But I saw it at a rate that caught my attention. And I said I want to come to practice today to see if that's a thing for him. Now, I didn't see that today, but I'm not going to say I didn't see it because of him. There were 12 sacks today, bro.
12.
There were 4 bobble snaps and 2 other O-line errors, like a Austin Jackson false start, whatever. But it was a total of 18. You see my Twitter threads, right?
Right. I've seen your Twitter threads.
I get every play, and I try to be as descriptive as possible in this small amount of time I have.
Now, question for you, because honestly, it looked like they were working some blitz stuff today. Were they working blitz packages today? Was this a day that you saw some? Because I saw a play.
I saw the same amount as yesterday.
You saw the same amount of blitzes as yesterday?
Yeah.
I saw a play where a running back didn't step up and fill a gap. And it almost looked like, hey, I know this is my guy. I'm just not going to go at him full speed and try to blow him up type situation. And that's the play you responded to on Twitter, and you said it's a sack.
Yeah, you're reading it wrong. The running back actually picked up a guy.
So you think he picked up a guy, and that other guy came scot-free.
Exactly.
Okay.
They sent one more than you could block.
Right. So the ball should have been out hot.
You got it. And that's why I was kind of like, here's what confuses me on the play with Tua, right? Because he sees it pre-snap. He audibles with his receiver, and they all say, "We got you." Tap their helmet. But when you look at all three routes on the right side,
They were deeper.
nobody was right
Nobody
away.
was quick.
Everybody was running 10 plus yards before anybody turned. Now they all sat down in the zone because they feel like, oh, like no,
But it's too far. It's too far.
McDaniel, you got to have somebody 3 yards cutting or 3 yards turning.
Honestly, in that
I think what they did is a guess, CB. They're guessing that they're faking the blitz.
Oh, so you're saying they're stemming, and that's what we call guys stemming up to the line. You know,
because
they act like they're coming. And
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why he probably read it as a fake blitz, because the offense was overloaded on that side. It was 3-on-2. Safety out of position. It's 3-on-2. Y'all ain't that crazy because this is the easy completion. So I feel like they kind of was like, I'm speculating right now. I'm trying to make sense.
Right. So you feel like you thought
2 DBs over there with 3 receivers.
So 2 DBs, 3 receivers. You
with
thought
cushion.
There's no way he blitzes. If he blitzes, he's dead.
I don't think he's coming. I think that was the guess there, because it's the only thing that makes sense. Otherwise, Tua, you check with your guys, and no. But at the same token, that wouldn't be on Tua. That would be on whoever that inside receiver is, because it's their job to read if the guy is going or coming, to know if they're turning around high.
And that's some of the like intricacies of the offense that we don't know as fans, right? We don't know what.
Yeah, you don't know, but you know that something's wrong.
Exactly. We don't know what's going on. We don't know where the miscommunication.
But it was not the running back. Just FYI, he actually picked up a guy.
But it didn't look like he picked up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back and look at it again. It doesn't look like he,
because you can't see him overall, a big lineman, but it's another guy. Go look at how many people at the defensive line of scrimmage and just count the old linemen, and you'll see 2 more were coming. So he picked up 1, the other one was free.
Right,
and that's probably another thing. He didn't think you were gonna get 2 guys blitzing in the same gap.
Right, and sometimes that happens, right? So, when I coached offensive line, we either had a protection, like we would take 5 down and 4 down and Mike, right? So we would take the 4 down lineman and Mike linebacker. It was the center's responsibility to call who Mike is. Wherever Mike goes, we'll find him, right? We'll find him, and we're going to take the 4 down.
A lot of shifts to it.
Right. Or we were sliding. Right, and sliding is the best thing for my guys.
But they're not sliding. They're picking up. They're picking up the mic. But here's the thing: the running back job ain't to pick up the mic unless he's the closest guy to the quarterback.
And
he took the inside guy.
And it was never the running back's responsibility to take mic. It's always our responsibility. Running back, he's scanning. He's either got the weak side guy, or he's got the strong side linebacker, or he's got a corner coming. But he's got to scan and figure out where it's coming from. But Tua and the Dolphins have to do a better job with these adjustments when it comes to hot routes, when it comes to identifying blitzes.
That's why Buffalo beat us. They do that. They run that at every chance they get. They run. Yeah. That's what they run.
And that's honestly, that's every NFL team. Every NFL team is trying to find a way to make sure they can pick up those blitzers and pick up the exotic stuff that comes from defenses. Because sometimes it could come from anywhere. It could come from the corner. It could come from safety level. And it could come late. So you really at a disservice if you're out there guessing and then you see it late. It's tough. So being able to expose that, I think we need some stuff underneath, though.
There's some stuff underneath. It's just that on that play, you gotta have that outlet.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, well, man, I took a little bit of your time, and I appreciate.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, man. Hey, It was cool to have you on. We'll do this more often, man. I'll be down there this weekend. We'll catch up.
Yeah, you just hit me up. We'll link up at practice, but I'm about to go catch a movie with the parents, man.
I got you. Be easy, bro.
All right. Thanks, brother. Love
All
you,
right,
man.
bro. Later. Love you. Hey, man. Appreciate the homie TD Fence Talk coming through, man. That was dope. Just to have those conversations about Miami Dolphins and what we're seeing. Backup quarterback, I heard that's a battle brewing between Skylar and Mike White. I know Skynet is really pushing for Skylar Thompson to jump this dude and take that backup spot. But man, what are you guys thinking in terms of camp? Any questions? Like, what's your thoughts? Let's go to the chat right now and answer some questions. I appreciate everybody coming through. We got 85 in the building on the Twitter side. We got another 80 or so on the X side. Do me a favor, punch the like button. Hooked Up Joe says, good to see TD on. He made some good points. Yeah, TD made some good points. He's a Wolfpacker, but he's still my guy. I'm just happy to see that he's kind of jumped on board to the Tua train, and he's gonna rock with him. I mean, I think we all at this point we got no choice. We're gonna rock with our guy and try to make it happen, man. I mean, that's what it's about. Hooked Up Joe says Mike White isn't making PS, so can't see Skylar jumping to number 2 until we have a better number 2 option. I got you. Kahari P says, I agree. What you agree with, Kahari? KP, what you agree with? JKP Johnny says, just sub CB. I appreciate you, man. If anybody's new to the channel, anybody's like, hasn't been around here, man, I appreciate you guys like subbing and liking and just, just supporting the kid, man. This is what we do, man. Miller Hendricks says, what's good, CB83? Glad to sub. I appreciate you, man. Let's get a question, man. I know Tony Manzano was in here earlier. Tony always got some good questions, man. Tony, come through with a question. Glenn in the building. Shout out to the members gang. He said if they could cut White now, how much does that save on the cap? I think maybe it's $1 million, maybe $1 million, maybe $2 million. KP says, I agree. It's still early on. Guys still have to mesh. Old guys like Calais Campbell will take a whole lot to get going. Yeah, and I think, first of all, Calais is a pro, right? He's been around a long time. He knows his body. He knows what he needs to do to get in shape. He'll get there. Honestly, I saw him and he looked like he was pretty fit. Like for a dude that size, he looked pretty stout and pretty like upright. He looked like he was slouch or dragging. It does take guys a little bit to get going. But once he gets there, he knows his body. He knows, in a couple weeks, we still got a lot of time too, guys. We still got 3 preseason games. We still got a lot of practice. So it's still a lot of time to get ready for the season. Like a month is a lot of time. Guys can get in shape typically within like a week and a half if they were really focused on like running, conditioning, getting back to where they were, right? They don't want to put all that stress on their bodies all at one time, so they kind of work themselves into it. Miller Hendricks says, biggest questions is, are we going to bring X back? We obviously need him. I highly doubt X comes back to the Miami Dolphins. Don't think that's a possibility. Honestly, I don't think we need him. And with guys like Kendall Fuller, Cam Smith, I think we'll be fine. Cam Smith, the secondary, is always going to be a thing. We're always going to be wondering if there's enough back there. I think that's just the nature of having corners in the NFL. But I think this is a good enough group for sure. Good enough group. We still got Cater. We still got Nick Needham. Right? We still got dudes in there, right? If they show up and play, we're straight. We're straight for sure. Manny B says 10 wins this year. We will be up going into the fourth quarter and not lose the lead. Not so bold prediction. Oh, I hear you. All right. Yeah, I think 10 wins is I think that's an easy prediction for us. I think we should be between that 10 and 12 range, right? 13 being like, yeah, we put it on some teams. I think 13 is like our ceiling, and I think 9 to 10 is our floor for sure. Crazy Dolphin, what's good, Mr. Polk? Mr. Park says, I have concerns about our center position, like Hooked Up Joe mentioned. Man, don't worry about the center position, man. We had the same concerns last year with Connor Williams. The year before that with Connor Williams. It's always concerns about the center position. That's just the nature of it. We'll be fine there. Trust me, it takes a center quarterback exchange. That takes some time. It does. It's not something that happens overnight. Those guys really got to get used to it, get into the rhythm. Like I said, Tua's in pass today. That is still you're still getting your body used to doing everything and doing it, back when you're in pads. And you got to think these guys' bodies change in the off season. It's going to take some time. It takes a little bit, but they'll get there. Hey man, it's me from the Ohio airport. Can you give me a shout out to the Miami Fresh 14U football team? Hey, shout out to the homie, man. So JC, I was in Canton, Ohio this past weekend for my son's flag football tournament. We went to Canton, played some of the best teams in the country. We ended up losing in the playoffs, but he had a really good tournament. He played really well. I was proud of him, super proud of him. Shout out to JC. I met JC on my way back to Orlando. I met him in the Cleveland airport, and I said he had on a nice Dolphins hoodie, and I said, "Hey, you're a Dolphins fan, huh?" He was like, "Where you guys from?" It was like Miami. I was like, "Okay, all right." And I think he goes to. He said he went to Pace High School, right? We went to Pace. So shout out to JC, man. Shout out to the Miami Fresh 14U football team. Hey, them dudes can run. Shout out to y'all boys, man. Keep at it, JC. Keep working, man. And good luck on your freshman season. Get in the weight room, get out there on the field, and get some extra work in. It's always about the extra work. It's never about what anybody else is doing. It's about what you're doing and when you're doing it. You got to put the work in. So shout out to JC, man. Appreciate you. I got to get a homie a run, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Appreciate you coming through, JC. That was dope, man. Because honestly, I met Buddy in the airport, and I was like, "Yeah, I got a Miami Dolphins channel." He's like, "Oh, okay, let me check it out. Let me sub." Yeah, man. Shout out to them guys, man. I appreciate you, man. Y'all boys legit. All right, let me continue going on this chat real quick, man. Here we go. Hey, 3 mil if we cut White? Okay. I don't think it's gonna happen. But we'll see. As Sarah says, we're gonna make a surprise signing before they redo Hill. I think so too. I think the Miami Dolphins are in a position to make a run at somebody. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Hooked Up Joe, I appreciate you with the info. Campbell, Tart, and them dudes gonna pace game rosters. Stacey that says BRB. Steve says, I believe Calais is pacing himself for sure, right? He don't want to exert himself too much. Convert X to a safety, give him the Richard Sherman treatment. Nah, X out of there, man. X done as a Dolphin. I'm sorry, guys. He's out. Hey, shout out to Glenn becoming a member for 5 more months and extending his membership. He says, cannot wait till next Tuesday and Wednesday. We will see where the team really is. Yeah, man, I like it. Joint practices are always good, man. I'm going to love going to the Tampa ones. I always love going over to Tampa. They got great facilities. Watching the Dolphins practice against them, I think that'll be good. Thoughts on Axe? Mike White and Skylar Sari will be on the market for backup quarterback. Skylar Thompson can't complete a handoff. Oh, man, DGE killing him. Killing him. Mr. Finisher Super Bowl appearance this year, CBD3. I hope so. Hey, you already know what time it is, man. Hey, do the Dolphins make the Super Bowl this year?
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! You already know what time it is. You already know. Hey, shout out to my guys. Hey, my guys really know me, man. My guys really know me. That's why y'all gotta come sub, man. So y'all can join the family, join the gang. As Harris says, Ethan Bonner is the new Trill Williams. Oh, hey, best comment of the day right here. Best comment. If you know, you know. People was so fascinated by Trill Williams. Now Ethan Bonner, people are hyping up Ethan Bonner like Trill Williams. Trill Williams is nowhere to be found right now, dog. Nowhere to be found. Hooked Up Joe says Ethan Bonner looking like he could make that 53 and play. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, S. Harris. Chop. Hey, man, what's the deal with Chop, man? So Chop looking good. Got to see it in preseason to believe it, but I had bigger faith than I did at the draft. Hey, first of all, I want y'all to understand this about Chop. Chop has the get off that's going to affect the game of football. It's just going to affect the game of football, right? It's some guys, you line him up and you like, man, like at some point he's going to get loose, right? Chop is one of those guys. That's what I want y'all to understand about Chop. He's not going to get there every time, but there's going to be some times where he sneaks up and like blows somebody up off the ball or just sneaks past somebody super quick and makes a huge play. He's going to make plays that affect the football game. Like he's going to hit somebody and force a fumble. He's going to be in the backfield on the quarterback and force a fumble before he can hand it off. Plays like that is going to be like Chop's specialty. It's like game-changing plays. So expect that from Chop. Now, also expect him to get his ass locked down at times. Bro, once them tackles get their hands on Chop, bro, it's going to be a wrap. He's going to be locked up, right? So he's going to win some reps and he's going to lose some reps. But you're just hoping that there's some plays in between there, 2 or 3 plays in the game that are like game-changing plays. And that's what he has the ability to do with his get-off because he's just super quick. So expect that as well. So that's tailor your expectations. Don't think you're going to go out there and make a play every time. But, you know, what there's going to be 1 or 2 plays throughout the game. There's going to be a sack. There's going to be a sack fumble. He's going to chase somebody down from like off the edge. Somebody's going to be trying to do a jet sweep and he chases him down or something like that. He's a tremendous athlete. So expect some of that, but expect him to get locked down on some pass rushes too. That's just the nature of it. Would like Miami to entertain Connor Williams. I mean, if you could get him for the cheap, yeah, right? Because I think you can bring him in to play either the backup center, or put him at guard. Shit, Connor Williams is a very good run blocker. I like Connor Williams as a run blocker. You put him at guard next to Aaron Brewer, I think you got something for sure. I think that's a special tandem. That's probably the best. That would probably be the best guard center tandem we've had in a while, if that was the case. So I don't know if that happens. I don't know if he's willing to do that. I don't know if he's willing to play on the cheap, but it would definitely have to be a cheap deal too. Definitely have to be a cheap deal. Tony Manzano, he's back. He's back. CB, honestly, I feel the contract reeks of desperation. They panicked because they knew they couldn't find a quarterback to replace him. He hasn't really proved anything at the end of the season. What, Tony? What are you talking about? What?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Man, we're talking about one of the best quarterbacks in the league. We're talking about the number 36 guy, Tony. In the top 100, Tony. We're talking about the number 36 guy. What are we talking about, Tony? 36? 36, Tony, in the top 100? Come on, man. We gotta be better. Miller Hendricks was good, Miller. He says, I say we signed Adrian Martinez MVP, and honestly, I am only slightly joking. Okay, all right, I hear you. S. Harris says, oh, Anthony, give it up. Oh, man, he's still Wolfpacking. Put the Wolfpack emoji in the chat for Anthony. I need you to find, hey, Find the wolf emoji. Put the wolf emoji in the chat right now for Anthony Lozano. Please do it. Put the wolf emoji in the chat. He's in the wolf pack. I've already known this, but it's okay. He's still my guy. JC says, thanks, really appreciate it. Bro, I got you, bro. Miami Fresh 14U. Shout out to BNA Elite 8U. My dog's holding it down, man. Y'all need to go check out my son on Instagram, dog. He's a little monster, man. He's a little monster. The kid can play when he wants to. And he usually wants to. He go out there and show out. Let's see if I can. Where's this going, man? I hate when I gotta log into IG and do all this stuff. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second. I'm just doing something real quick. Is this gonna work? Please tell me that that's not working either. Gosh. All right, I can't show y'all. I might have to do something else. All right, let me keep going. I'll show y'all later. He said, salute Cam. Salute to Cam. Good luck next year. Congrats on your season. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, Cam is balling, man. If y'all want to look him up, hey, there we go. Wolf emojis in the chat. They popping off. They popping off, man. He got him in there. Chef Jew, Wayne D. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Where we at? It said Ethan Bonner is the guy. Everybody asking about Connor, man. He said, where'd you get that shirt from? Hey, check it out. This is a Miami Dolphins collab with, dang, what's the Miami Dolphins collab? I forgot the name of the collab. I actually got this shirt from the stadium, from Hard Rock Stadium. Shirt collab. Which one is it? Man, it'd be hard to find these shirts. Man, what's this? I don't even know the name of it. But this is actually this is a real dope shirt that I have on though. It was a collab with one of the designers, like one of the designers. This is a crazy shirt. But I actually got this from the stadium. Hard Rock Stadium had them, and they released like a limited amount. There's actually a hoodie too, and the hoodie. I really want the hoodie, bro. Like if somebody can find me the hoodie in XL or 2X, bro, I'd pay for it. But it's a Warren Lotta. That's what it is. It's a Miami Dolphins Warren Lotta shirt. I'm gonna try to show it to y'all. Miami Dolphins. Yeah, that's it right there. Images. What are they doing? I hate when people be having on dumb links. Oh, this is it right here. They charging $200 for the shirt. Ugh, that's nasty. I didn't pay $200 for mine. Ugh, that's nasty. But this is off grid. I'm about to show y'all the shirt right now. But share screen. There it is right here. So this is the shirt. That's not it. Hold on, let me stop screen share. Share. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Hit the like button for your boy. This is it right here. So this is the shirt right here. It's a Miami Dolphins Warren Lotta's collab. They actually had the shirt at the stadium, bro. Y'all don't know what I went through to get this shirt. I actually saw that. So I think Jalen Ramsey had it on in warm-ups, right? Jalen had it on in warm-ups, and I was like, bro, where did he get that freaking shirt from, bro? I was like, that joint's hard as hell. And I've always wanted a Dolphin shirt like this because I've seen them with other teams. All the other teams be having like dope shirts. And I was like, man, the Dolphins ain't never had no shirt like that. So Jalen Ramsey had it on and he cut the sleeves on it. That's what he did. So he cut the sleeves on the shirt and he was warming up. They had a picture of him. I was like, bro, where you get that shirt from? And I looked it up and I found out they had a release at the stadium, right? So they had the release of the stadium the day of the game. Some crazy stuff like that, right? So I'm like, man, there's no way. I was caught. Look, I'm calling people who go into the game like, yo, I need you to grab me the shirt. I think I called that, man. I think I called like 2 other people. I'm calling people who go into the game like, yo, I need you to grab me the shirt. It's in the Miami Dolphins like pro shop, right? So I'm like, yo, it's in the pro shop. Grab it for me. I need that. So none of them dudes picking up the phone. Nobody coming through in the clutch, right? Nobody coming through. So I'm like, man, I got to figure this out, bro. I called a stadium. The day of the game, I called a stadium. And like that morning, like I think I was calling like as the game was about to come on. And I was like, I'm trying to get that shirt. I was like, y'all got it in my size? And they were like, yeah, we got it in your size, but we don't ship. I was like, you don't ship? I was like, what kind of story y'all? Y'all don't ship the shirt? Like, y'all got to figure that out. So the lady was like, this is what I'll do. She was like, send me the money, I'll buy it for you, and I'll ship it to you. And I was like, yo, that's a life-saving move. So I actually like sent her the money via Cash App or something. She bought the shirt for me, and then she sent it out a couple of days later, and then it got to me. So whoever that is, yo, shout out to you. And I told her I would shout her out too. Shout out to you for grabbing the shirt for me. She went over and beyond her means, bro. And she didn't have to do that. She bought the shirt for me, and then I sent her the money for it. I sent her a little bit more too, for the inconvenience. She bought the shirt for me. I copped it, and then she sent it to me. And this best Dolphin shirt ever. This is the best one. I haven't found a better Dolphin shirt than this shirt right here. Everywhere I go, people are like, yo, that's a fire shirt. Everywhere I go, it's a crazy shirt. I need to find the hoodie, yo. Somebody help me find the hoodie. And I spent 20 minutes talking about this shirt because it's really that serious. It really is. I can wear this shirt every day. Hey, appreciate y'all. Stop screen share. But that's the story on the shirt, man. California Fin. You gotta find it. They're on eBay. If y'all can find them, they're on eBay. Warren Lottis, the collab. It's fire, some fire, some heat. Definitely some heat. I need to find a hoodie. King Grizzly, what you talking about? My boy TD Fans Talk is here. Hey, King Grizzly loves TD Fans Talk because he's a big Jets fan. So he gets a lot of his ammo from TD Fans Talk, and he sends it to me in group chats, right? And I'm like, TD, I'm tired of hearing from this dude about like what you're saying about the Dolphins. Can you stop? Stop giving him ammo. That's crazy. Hooked Up Joe says, I loved us getting prototypical rookies with the physical traits, knowing we can coach them up. Having vets in nearly every room helps too. And that's relevant, for sure. The vets, I love the veteran presence on this team compared to last year's team, for sure. Manny B says, Chop going to be rookie of the year, 15 sacks, new rookie sack. Boy, hey, that would be lit. Hey, if that happened, hey, we walking into the room like, yo. Yo, that would be crazy, wouldn't it? That would be crazy. Hey, Glenn, I haven't heard anything about the Cam Smith injury. Y'all gotta get me up on that. Y'all gotta hit me up on X too. If y'all on Twitter, be sure to hit me up on Twitter. I'm on there. I get pretty active, sometimes. Crazy Dolphin says, I'm excited about our tight end position. Hey, me too. Super excited. I played tight end in college, so I love looking at them dudes. get after it in the trenches, and then get in the pass game. Maybe Jonnu takes a couple handoff. That adds another physical element. Hey, maybe we go maybe on third and short. Maybe on third and short, fourth and short, we hand it to Jonnu to punch that thing through. Maybe, hey, did that wrong? Maybe we hand it to Jonnu to punch that thing through. Hey, that might be the motto. Hand it to Jonnu, let him punch that thing through. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, crazy. Mr. Paul says we don't die, we multiply, man. The wolf pack going crazy. Going crazy. 100% agree with the young Cam weight comparison. Yeah, I can see that. Super explosive. I think he's more like agile and more has better bend than Cam Wake. I think he has better bend, right? But I think he does kind of fit that profile for sure. Chef Juice says, "Get me one, bro. The shirt go crazy." Hey, Glenn, you got it. Glenn got it. He said, "I like the shirt. Don't like it for 200." Glenn, you got it, bro. Glenn, that's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. That's a drop in the bucket to you, buddy. Ain't nothing but a drop in the bucket. CB looking to get scammed out of 200. Nah, that ain't me. I got my shirt. I just need that hoodie. Who's gonna be the Thursday night beat down on the Buffalo Bills? Hey, we cooking Buffalo that week. Man, that's gonna be a crazy game. I think the Dolphins will come out and put it to them boys. To be completely honest with you, I think we come out and put it to Buffalo week 2 Thursday night. I think we get after them boys. What y'all think? I think it's a dub. I think it's a dub. Hey, but I got to get back to what I'm doing. I got some family stuff to do. Just got back in town today, guys. So I'm spending some time with the wife and the kids. My daughter, I haven't seen her since Thursday. I haven't seen my daughter since Thursday. I haven't seen my wife since Friday morning. So I do got to spend some family time. But, man, I appreciate y'all. TDR says, let's see if this guy TD can stay honest. Okay, we definitely going to see. Let's see. He says no trolling TD, real talk. Man, I appreciate y'all coming through. New Feeling says, if he is half Cam Wake, be good. Ooh, I like it. Chef Juice says, play the video, yes, sir, because we beating Buffalo. Hey, let's go. Hey, we cooking Buffalo. Let's go, man. Let's go. We going up for Chef Juice, man. He know what he talking about now. That boy know what he talking about.
Yes, sir!
Hey, and we already know how Buffalo gonna be after that game. We already know.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Hey, that's how. Hey, and they start off. Hey, Buffalo will start off like this. This is how they're gonna start off.
He got cooked.
Hey, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
And then after the game,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. That is hilarious to me, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all. We got over 100 people in the building right now. Please do me a favor, punch the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We just have a good time over here. We have fun. We talk ball. We know ball. We have a good time. We make it fun. We make it entertaining, man. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's your boy FinState with CB83, and I am out. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. Let me end it on this.